Hello and welcome to your Pilates workout of the day. Today we will be doing a standing only movement series. So whenever you're ready, all you will need is a soft surface. I will be using light weights today. If you do not have any weights hanging around your house, you can either use some cans or none at all and just do everything done with just your own air strength. Otherwise, we have those weights down off to the side of us, but we're gonna start with some stretching. I want you to separate your legs. We're gonna reach those arms nice and tall, growing to touch that ceiling. And then we're gonna exhale, lower all the way down, find that forward fold. And again, swoop those arms all the way up, touch that ceiling. Swoop those arms all the way down, forward fold. 2 more. And last. 1. You're gonna grab those weights. If you have them, you're gonna find your way in that center of your mat facing me. We're gonna keep our right arm down with that weight in our hand. Our left arm is gonna come up over our head, behind the skull. You're gonna exhale, find that hinge to that side of that straight arm. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, hinge to that right. Inhale, come back up. So we're hinging towards that straight arm, finding that crunch on that right oblique or your left, whichever side you're facing. And then using that side oblique with that bent side of that hand to pull yourself back up. Keep everything straight. Try and lower that tip of that rib cage to touch that hip bone. For 4. 3, 2, and 1. We pulse down, up an inch and down an inch. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up. Place that right hand behind your head, left hand comes down. Or vice versa, if you're in the other direction. You're gonna lower that hand all the way down, come back up. Keeping everything straight, going down to that side, coming back up. Extending that whole side body to lower down, back up. Finding that tip of rib cage, meeting that hip bone, crunching on that side. You have 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. We pulse it out for 6. All right, 5, I want you to keep 4, one hand down. 3, arm will come up 2, nice and high. 1. Come all the way up. Leg that matches. Rest those hands for a quick sec. I want you to twist. Exhale, extend. Inhale, straighten. And then you're going to exhale, bend. To crunch. Inhale, straighten. Bottom knee. For 5. Twist back up. 4. Twist and punch into the last 3. We'll add a switch on this next one. 2. Crunch on that side. And 1. Find that straight arm. Lower that arm down. We'll go into the other side. Extend that arm all the way out. Extend that leg. Bending in, straightening out. Bending in, straightening out. Find that connection of those obliques. Each time you twist a tap, straighten out. For 5, 4, last 3, 2, and 1. Straighten everything out. Lift those arms to sky, forward fold. And then we'll slowly come up. And we're gonna find our squats. We're gonna have those narrow feet, so we want those legs right below those hip bones. Sitting nice and tall, holding weights in our chest. We bend down to find our squat, we lift back up. And again. Shooting through those heels each time we come up to standing. Let's add a kick on your next one. We're gonna squat down. We're gonna kick one leg out, kick one arm out. Bend back in, kick the other leg. Bend back in. Raising that heart rate, getting some cardio here. Going nice and slow and controlled to help with that balance. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. And in your squat, we pulse. Up an inch and down an inch. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that stretch. All right, we come up. We find that narrow squat. We're going to lift one heel from that ground. We're going to find that left squat, come back up. We're going to find that squat, come back up. Keeping that heel lifted, engaging that calf on that lifted heel. Extend arms, bend back in, extend arms, bend back in. For 3, 2, last one, we pulse, pulse. Lift those palms, pulse the ceiling as you pulse those hips. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up to standing, take that stretch. We go into the other side. We lift that left heel, we find that squat, we lift back up. Find that squat, lift back up. Extend arms. For 3, 2, we add that pulse in 1, holding and pulsing. Everything's up to the ceiling. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that rest, diving down. Maybe we walk to one side, and then we walk to the other. Come back to center. Keep our weights on the ground. We're going to slowly float ourselves back up. And we're going to add some marching. We're going to place those hands behind our head. And I want you to bring one knee into your chest as you lower that ribcage down to the hips. Lower back down. Bring your other knee into chest. Lower back down. Keep lowering that ribcage, pulling that belly button to spine. Each time you pull in, lower down. Let's add our twist. We're going to bring opposite elbow to opposite knee. Come back to center. Opposite elbow, opposite knee. Come back to center. Using those obliques, using that full body to find that twist. For 3, 2, and last one on each side. Reach back down. We're going to grab those weights. We're going to finish off with our arms today. So we are going to go right into our arm circles. Palms will face down. We'll just circle those arms out in one direction. Keeping the shoulders gliding down. Keeping that core in tight to protect that low back. And reverse. And then I want you to flip your palms to the ceiling. We're just going to pulse up an inch and down an inch. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop those hands to hips. I'm going to rotate so you can see what we're doing. We're going to go into our triceps. You're going to find a slight hinge forward. You're going to bend those elbows at a 90-degree angle. You're going to straighten those arms out, return back in. Straighten arms out, return back in. Feel that squeeze in the backs of those arms as you straighten out, and then resist that air as you bend back in. Keep that spine nice and straight. Resist any arching. Hold that belly button in to help that low back. or 5, 4, 3, 2, and on your last one, hold them. We're drawing tiny circles again, going in one direction. Keep those arms as straight as possible. Relax those shoulders in their sockets. And reverse. Flip those palms to the ceiling. We finish with those pulses up to sky and lower. You got it. Last push of class. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower those arms back down. Drop those weight. Come to the edge of your mat. Lift those arms up nice and tall. Drop those hands down to that ground. Walk all the way out to your plank, just so we can lift up to our downward dog. Shooting hips to sky. Shifting that weight back into your heels. Maybe bending one knee and then the other. Keeping hips to sky. And we'll roll forward to our plank. Drop those knees down. Take that child's pose. Coming back up to our knees. Taking few cat-cows where you arch your back, lift your gaze. Round your spine, lower your gaze, and repeat. Last one. Find neutral spine. Bring those tips of the toes back to the mat. Lift yourself back up to that downward dog. Walk those hands all the way back to those feet. Bring one vertebrae at a time to come up. Arms shoot up to the sky. Bringing in all that positive energy you've just created. Great job, guys. I will see you in your next workout, and have a great day. Bye.